Welcome to day 4. Okay, today is Wednesday. It's our last full day here in camp, so we're going to go take a walk through the Mongaup Valley, and we're going to go see a fish hatchery. It's a gorgeous morning. Sun rose right over there. It's calm and clear. I made coffee, didn't have breakfast, I'm not hungry. I'll have a nice lunch today. And we're going to leave the car parked here, and we're going to walk through the woods, through the Mongaup Valley. It's nice not to have to walk up on the main road. Right ahead is the fishing pier and the launch ramp. You're only allowed to hand launch. Yeah, that's the fishing pier. This is up at the front of the park near the entrance. It is right up ahead of us. That's where we're going now. It's the week before Memorial Day, so not everything is open yet. The boat rentals, the public swimming area, no lifeguards yet. Those are the bathhouses by the beach. On the other side of the picnic area is the shower facilities for the whole campground. That's just a camp head, and the entrance is straight ahead. Just checked in with the guard booth, let them know I was going to be taking a walk. If I don't come back in 5 hours, they will send out a rescue squad for me. Very nice people here. Very nice people, very friendly. And again, I know I'm kind of overstating it, but they do a great job here. Looks like public parking. There must be a trailhead here. Where? I don't know. Okay, so all of this land, probably on both sides of the road, but definitely this side, is state land. So by state land rules, if I walk into this wood about 150 feet away from road, trail, or water, I can set up a camp. There's probably some set up back there. Usually you find them in little entryways like this. There's some nice camping down there. There's a tree across the creek. That is the Mongaup Creek. I'm sure that water's good. And I bet up that hill there's some places to camp. You just got to get 150 feet away from that water. Here's another good indicator. And of course the easy access and the beer bottle is a good clue that you cross that creek and you go up that hill, and I bet you anything there's some nice camping up there. Maybe we'll be coming back here. Very well hidden. As soon as you stop walking, the bugs start coming. But there's a place to park and a path going into the woods. So cool, another place to camp. Now all along the right hand side is state land. This looks like private land. Oh, there's a nice old trail. This is labeled no motor vehicles allowed beyond this point. Oof, boy, the bugs catch up with you the minute I stop walking. Just take a look down here. Without going all the way down to the bottom of the hill, there's a bridge going across the creek and up into the hills. So I would imagine this is a snowmobile trail in the winter. Well, it's always a snowmobile trail, right? Just no snow. Holy mackerel, the bugs, the bugs. Springtime in the Catskills, kids. Bring bug spray, bring a bug net if you really don't like bugs. My hand is all blown up from being bitten. Down the road to the fish hatchery. Okay, now on the opposite side of the road, I see my first indication. This is a restricted area, no trespassing for any purpose whatsoever pursuant to section 11-0321, or the other one of the Fish and Wildlife Law. So they're keeping this off limits to us. That side is state land. This side is forbidden. There's plenty of access to state land here. If they want to cordon some off for wildlife, I'm all for that. If they're going to cordon it off for drinking water, I'm all for that. We're continuing our walk. There's another restricted sign right there. We're on our way to the fish hatchery in Mongaup Valley. It's a New York State fish hatchery in the Catskills. You can see some trout. Welcome to the Catskill State Fish Hatchery. It's the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. There's their website. Go check them out. Visiting hours from 8:30 to 3:30, weather permitting. It is gorgeous out. If you're a visitor, park there. Don't touch the electric fence. I get a kick out of that. No fishing. That's great. Main entrance. They're open. No fishing. Freshwater fishing regulations. It could be interesting to have. You'll read this if you like. So progressively, as you go down, the fish get larger. These are little wee ones, like that big. The middle one and the lower one's full of big ones. They're very aware of your presence here. As you walk by the water, they all scatter. And one of the warnings was not to make them scatter like this, so I'm trying to be very, very calm and quiet. The workers here didn't seem to mind me walking around. They kind of chuckled at me when I told them I was being quiet. I guess it's okay. Got some storage area here. Sounds awful. These are real little ones. I don't know how much you can see through the water, but these are about that big. They look like minnows. The gentleman up there is just doing some house cleaning, cleaning the separating bins. This is really cool. Now we've got something similar to this in Cold Spring Harbor down on Long Island. We have a fish hatchery there. The key to a fish hatchery is good water. That's what I've always been told. It doesn't get any gooder than that. Okay. Well, that's a fish hatchery. If you've never seen one before, I've been to one before. I would imagine there's a spring around here somewhere where you can get a drink of water. But well worth the walk. Again, I'm going to say it again out loud. Everyone can hear it. All these people that work for the Department of Environmental Conservation are doing fantastic work. I'm here to help, and they're doing the right thing. So good for them. Thanks again. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody. The time is about 10:35. We made that walk in about 40 minutes. We took our time. It's mostly uphill going back, so it should take a bit longer. It was well worth the walk to come see the fish hatchery here. This is the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Fish Hatchery in Mongaup Valley in Sullivan County in the Catskill Mountains. We're out. Okay, hi everybody. It's still Wednesday. I've been recuperating from my long walk down to the fish hatchery this morning. It was quite a walk. It was downhill all the way there and uphill all the way back. So I've got a new blister on my left big toe that I dealt with. My hands have been insect bitten and they're all inflamed, so I don't have any knuckles. It happens. A lot of insects. I'm sure this rain isn't going to make that situation much better, but this is the first rain I've had in this tent so far. So dry, not a problem. Many times when I camp, I bring a bit too much food with me, and generally what happens to me once I'm camping, I start drinking coffee or tea, and I keep busy, and I skip meals. And I wind up at the end of the trip, like I had today, I had 2 chicken thighs, a chicken breast, and 4 Italian sweet sausages. So I cooked it all before the rain started, and I've got it all on my metal plate in a plastic bag in my cooler, melting my ice, which that's going to be my dinner later. But I'm stuffed because I ate 2 of the sausages with a Norris pasta dish. It's a really good way to go. You make the Norris dish like 3/4 of the way. You finish off the sausages and you cut them up and throw them in there, and all the flavors come together. This is gourmet food out here in the woods. It's one of my favorites. But again, I often bring too much food. That's my fault. Better have too much. You can always share with somebody or whatnot, but I just hate to waste food. So it's all cooked. It'll keep better that way. And maybe I can make sandwiches out of the chicken breast. And we'll see what happens. That could be my breakfast. I guess the sausages I can make with eggs in the morning. That'll be good. And I think that might be the end of the rainstorm. It was supposed to have some thunder involved. I didn't hear any. This could just be the first band. I'll bring you back if we get any more interesting weather. Thank you one more time for clicking on that button and spending some time with me today. We are exploring and camping at, how do we say it? Mongaup Pond. Mongaup Pond. NYCDEC Campground. In Sullivan County, in the Catskill Mountains. I got that part. Mongaup Pond Campground. Mongaup Pond Campground. So from Mongaup Pond Campground, this is Jay Charles signing out. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this content, give us a big thumbs up. Leave a comment below, let me know that you were here. And if you are new to the channel, please hit the subscription button in the corner and turn on notifications so that I can send you a note when we're going to upload our next video. Thanks for watching. Oh, about 15 minutes later and the sun is out again. Like the old saying in the Catskills goes, if you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes or so. It'll change. Okay. Get back to collecting some firewood tonight. It's supposed to get cold. I heard there's a frost warning for tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure where. But I heard we could go down below freezing tonight. So it'll be a good test for the llama hot stove. And we are camping in the hot tent. It's a hammock hot tent, but we're not using the hammock. I've got my cot set up. It's a mess. I haven't set up for the evening yet. And it just started raining, so I threw everything on top of it. My pack and all my stuff, my rain jacket. This is the first rain we've had since we got here on Sunday, so I'm not complaining about the weather. I try not to. It doesn't help. But if anything, we could use the rain up here. Never have enough. Okay. Thanks again, guys. Okay. I just figured I'd chime in again. It feels like the front passed by and it's suddenly getting colder. In the last few minutes, temperature's been dropping. It's exactly what they said was going to happen on the weather forecast. So this is kind of what we're hoping for. I want to have a cold night to get a good test on the llama wood stove, the hot tent stove. So far, it's worked great. It's been very functional. I guess I should just do a review on it. So let's do that. Okay. Hi, everybody. This is just an update on the llama hot tent stove that I did a test on last week. I'm out camping in the Catskill Mountains right now on a beautiful lake. And it's supposed to be cold tonight. So I'm all ready with a crate full of wood, ready to go. And the hot stove is ready to go again. But so far it's been a fantastic experience since I got it. A lot of fun. I got a few burned fingers to show for it, but that's about it. That's my own fault. That's my review. Big thumbs up from me. A big burn thumbs up. It's gotten awfully windy. I'll give you a quick look at the tent blowing in the wind. Down is keeping it from blowing away. It's pushing it down, keeping it from filling up like a sail. This is an extreme situation for this, but it's worked great. You may not hear me too well, the wind's really bad here. It's not placid and quiet anymore. Windy, choppy. A whole different air mass. Gonna get a big high pressure system. It's gonna make the next weekend nice. Memorial Day weekend's supposed to be beautiful. But we gotta get through this. Pretty well secured here. being floppy actually works for me.
101.5 WPDH, the home of rock and roll. Jet Set Tiki Bar. A lot of PDH listeners coming through. Eric, thank you for the beer. I appreciate that. We are getting some rain over there, I see. Is it raining over there? It's not hitting us yet.
Okay, it's 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Tomorrow we pack up and go home. The storm has passed, the wind has died down, everything is peaceful again. Everything is fine. I'm sitting by the campfire for now, and I've got all my wood for tonight all lined up in the tent. I've got my wood all lined up here for the stove. Making a fresh cup of coffee and some donuts. Replace the glass globe with this metal screen one. Less likely to break it. Seems to work pretty well. Cuts down on the light a little bit. Not bad though.
I still see peaks of sunshine coming through. Eric was at Yogi Bear Campground. Or was it Yogi Bear Campground?
Now another long set of classic rock, because that's the way WPDH should be experienced. Long and hard. It's another 40 of rock, and it starts right now.